Had everything stolen from me again last night. Just everything. Stuff that wasn't mine. I was just chasing somebody down the road. I had my bike. There's a third one this week. Seriously, third one. It's like I should have learned my lesson by now, you know? Like I knew better. And I was slipping. And I knew better.
This happens on a daily basis to people on Skid Row.
Every day. Like if you're not on your toes, if you don't have somebody watching your back, you can't go to sleep.
Yeah, people sleep and lose everything.
I knew better, man. I knew better. Just try to get comfortable. It's no comfortability.
How long you been down here on Skid Row?
I mean, now I'm coming around for a good year now, almost.
From Kensington?
Yeah, Kensington. I'm from the East Coast.
Yeah. Now that you've been here a year, how's Skid Row compared to Kensington?
I mean, it's the closest thing you can get to Kensington. I'd say. The closest.
They're pretty similar?
Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner.
Cleaner here?
I think so. Yeah.
You still got your girl?
No.
What happened there?
No, we split. She's looking for someone.
It's got to get you down. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's one of the tougher things I've had to deal with. Wound's still fresh. It's been a while, and it's crazy because even in Skid Row, it's like a little high school. Everybody like knows each other, you know. So like everybody sees her, and like it's every time they see me, they're like, "Oh, what's up with her?" Like, "Oh, like this and that," and it's like a little, like they're like it's like a little drama skit, you know. It's just it's everything people do out here. They try to like bring you down so that they can be up because everybody is trying to get ahead on somebody so that they can continue their high, or that they can look better than you, or something along those lines. Everybody's trying to get one over on somebody. I'm just not trying to be that person. And it's because, there's a lot of other people that are like that out here that are trying to do the right thing, but they all get fucked over.
Yeah, there are some good people down here.
There are.
Honest, good people.
Absolutely.
But for every one of those, there's 50 hustlers.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be hustled. You gotta be a hustler or be hustled. That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to put your guard down and just relax and be yourself if you're an honest, good person, because there's a hustle coming down the street every minute.
Yeah. It's literally like, I knew better. And I knew better. And so I'm saying that not just last night. I knew better. I knew I was going to be here. I knew that this was going to be where I was at if I didn't stop fucking up.
How's the drug use changed? Same?
It's getting worse. I'm shooting up, like, not caring.
You're using fentanyl, right? Which is pretty much the most hardcore of the hardcore. So.
Fentanyl and crack. With crack, man, like, you just turn it against all your friends. People look at you different.
Do you feel like you have friends down here? Like real friends? Or are these just street associates?
I have some people that have my back. They're not my friends, though. I have some people that want to see me do better. I would consider those friends. but I don't trust them, which is kind of like, you know, so how is that like really a friend?
I understand.
Can't trust nobody, man.
Yeah, a person's nature changes when they start doing some of these drugs. I mean, the scandalous behavior of a drug addict it never ceases to amaze me. People will do the most unbelievable things.
And I can't say that I'm not a saint in any respect. I've been a scandal. You know what I mean? I'm a graffiti artist. I've been doing illegal things my entire life. You know, like that's why I say I knew better. I knew I was gonna end up in this situation. I knew it, and everybody told me. It's like even me. I've like tried to warn other people. Like, hey, look, like this is. You know, but who am I to give advice to anyone? Because, like, and that's how everybody's out here. They always giving advice to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, somebody told me the other day, like, I'm done taking advice from homeless people. You know? It's like, who are you to give advice to me? But we've all had experiences. And we've all, we all have done the wrong thing and ended up with the wrong outcome to tell somebody else how to do it. But we're not taking our advice half the time. And that's where I fucked up.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
26. You're still very young. Do you think you're self-destructive?
Absolutely. Since me and my ex-fiance split up, I've kind of like been down this road where at first I was like, I'm gonna try to build myself back up and like try to do better and like outwin her. But then that wasn't it. I'm just now I'm kind of just like not giving a shit, and where I ended up sleeping under bridges and like really sticking a needle back in my arm after not doing it for so long. That's what did it. And I know that now I'm just doing it because I don't care about my life.
Was getting clean one of the things you were thinking about maybe doing just to kind of better yourself?
Yeah, I even got on a Suboxone script and tried doing that. That's not getting clean, but it was one step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get off of fentanyl, trying to get off the sickness.
Yeah, but if you get depressed, you get self-destructive, then it's hard to stay on any positive track.
Mix it with coming off of crack, the depression, and the not feeling any pleasure, not having fentanyl, not feeling any pleasure from that. Oh my God, just the thoughts I was having walking down this road just now. Yeah.
What are you thinking? So heartbreaking to see so many people like yourself who have so much potential. You could do great things with your life, and you're just stuck. It's like you're in quicksand and you just can't get out.
I know that I'm blessed beyond proportion, but sometimes I don't see those things. It just gets clouded.
Yeah.
It gets clouded from drugs and all the bullshit.
Yeah. After doing all these interviews, I think the thing I've learned is it's mental illness at the core of all these problems. It's not the drug. It's definitely not homelessness. It's definitely not the drug. I think it's mental illness. And that comes from who knows what, something It could be genetic, could be something you went through as a kid, could be whatever. But that's the core problem. And the drugs are a nice escape from whatever pain you're going through, or depression you're going through, or the anxiety, or whatever. And to stop using the drug doesn't fix the mental issue that's underlying that. And then that becomes a problem, and the drugs come right back into your life.
People don't realize that, like, mental illness and drug addiction, it runs in your family. You pass it to your kids. You know, not only that, it's when they say it's a family disease, it affects your family. So it's not just you affected, like you're affected, your family's affected from your addiction too, which therefore will affect their little family's lives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It affects everybody. It affects everybody.
Are your parents addicts or alcoholics?
Yeah, both of them. My whole family. I gotta say about it. It's my entire family.
Really?
You know, it's one form of addiction or something, something. You know, it's a whole family disease. Absolutely. My mom and dad in specific, you know. I guess it'd be worse. But
yeah, I interviewed someone yesterday who's in the same situation you're in basically right now. But they were raised in a perfect family, but they were adopted. And he checked into what his biological parents were all about, and they were both addicts. So that seems to point a finger at that it's some kind of inherited behavior. Not always, but sometimes.
People don't realize it. It's passed down.
Yeah.
It's passed down. And somewhere along the line, you got to cut it off. You know? You have to stop it. If I don't stop, if I ever end up having kids, I don't know if I'd want to, because I don't want a kid to go through this.
Yeah. No, but being down here on Skid Row, where you're living on the street, you're losing your belongings on a daily, every time you fall asleep.
Oh my God, every time you fall asleep.
Every time you fall asleep, you lose everything. And it's just such a horrible starting point to try to straighten your life out. Because you get a baseball bat to the knees every 3 days.
Yeah.
It's horrible down here.
But I mean, there's hope. There's still hope. I think that there's still hope. That's why I didn't want to tell you that, like, when my thoughts were going down here, because I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to think it into truth. You know what I mean? I just want there to be hope. You know, I don't want that to be a reality. I just want to remain hopeful. Try to. Because that's the only way that I'm gonna come out of it. Is if that's what I learned in the past, being sober and being in recovery and bringing myself out of those depressions and bringing myself off the streets and getting better. Is that I changed that thought process from negative to positive, and it's hard. It's like a practice thing that I've had to practice. But like I have to change from negative to positive and from ungrateful to grateful. And just to remain grateful and remind myself that I'm blessed. I'm blessed for a lot of things.
Yeah. No, I totally can see you. I can totally imagine you as a upstanding member of society, just doing your thing, figuring out what your career is and just applying yourself without all the crap you're going through now. You know, the drug addiction is going to stop you from whatever you want to do. But if you broke free of that and got off the street and somehow got your life straight, I mean, I can see you living a great life very easily. You have so many great qualities.
Thanks. I'm working on it, man.
Yeah. Does talking with your family help at all? When they're going through the same kind of crap?
But when I talk to them,
You don't even talk to them. No. So you're really on your own.
yeah. Kind of. You know, I was with a girl, and that's gone, but I still believe in God. So, I'm not on my own completely.
You can do it. But with your family history and with your current situation, just know that it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, it's been tough. And this, I guess it's not, I've had all my shit stolen before. You know? So I
Happens
guess it's not that bad.
it happens a lot.
Because I had a lot less stuff stolen now. You know?
You
I guess it's not that bad.
probably helps to talk about it all, right?
Yeah, it does.
And being on the street, you don't have anybody to talk to, right?
Not anybody, no.
Yeah.
You just can't trust nobody.
For some people, I think I'm like their therapist, and they just like they need to come in here and talk. And I'm like,
So I crossed the street and came right to you.
I can only take so much of this a day.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Before
man,
it
it
beats
was
me
Mark
up.
crazy. I gotta go talk to him.
No, I was looking for you, so I'm glad you came back.
That's cool.
No, ever since your first talk with me, I just thought you had so much potential, and so smart, and so talented, and so you've got all these great qualities, but you're here, and it's like it's tragic. It's tragic, and to break that cycle, you know, your family's history and all that, it's going to take a major undertaking on your part.
Yeah.
But people do it.
There's a ton of success stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been to plenty of meetings and been to plenty of just like churches and seen so many success stories and witnessed them myself going through rehab after rehab after rehab. Witnessed so many success stories of people that had it way worse than me. People have been in way worse positions with me. I've met people without arms and legs that were shooting themselves up, which is like ridiculous. And they got clean. And they started a different life. And they had it way worse than me. So to think about like suicide or anything along those lines, it's not a coward's thing to say or to think about. It's just part of mental diseases. It's part of disorders. It's part of drug addiction. It's just part of drug addiction. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of people like saying that, oh, like you're a coward or a bitch for thinking about suicide or like this and that because you have all this stuff and you're blessed. Yeah, they're blessed, but it's part of an unbalanced chemical.
Yeah, there's some chemical imbalance.
Yeah,
the drugs seem like a good solution to the problem, but the drugs are actually they make it worse.
Exactly, it's it. It's all a part of that. It's not because the person. It's just because they can't see that they're blessed. Or exactly what I said. It's like sometimes it takes a success story to show them that, like, hey, look, you can turn it around from negative to positive. You don't have to continue looking at the negative. And that I've seen so many of those. That's why I'm still trucking. You know what I mean? Because I know that I can turn that negative to positive. I can get better. I've seen it.
Hope is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it is. I needed to talk about that, man. I don't know what I was going to do just now.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah, I am too.
It's great to see you again.
It's good to see you too, man.
Well, Josh, I wish you all the luck in the world, man. I'd love to see you get out of here and just leave everything behind you, including everything, just everybody and everything, and just do something for yourself. And I'd love to see you straighten your life out. You can do it. You're a kid. It's not like you're 36 or 46 or 56. You're 26.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man.